Alright folks, if you found this video then you got lost or you actually need some help. In regards to Dragon's Dogma 2 with the new expansion coming out, Arisen. So let's get down to business. Here's some things you're going to want to know. First, you're going to want to put the specialization Arisen on your pawn. This will free up a slot. Mage gets stuck in, so you can bring, say, a Sork or a warrior since now you have a healer in the party, or you can bring a mage and double stack it. Additional note, check for other pawns with complementary specials to make the most of it. So ideally you have one Arisen, one Logi, so one will grab and combine stuff and move around your bags, the other will use it at appropriate times, so no one gets dumpstered. The last two are dealer's choice, so you can run Guardian and whatever the flavor of the week you'd like is. It won't have a huge impact, something like Aphanite, so you don't get ear lynched every 10 seconds you walk down the street. You play for any duration of time, you'll realize that they just won't ever shut up. For the good and bad, but a little peace and quiet is nice. Second, if you've played before, you already know the gear in the first half of the game is hot trash stat-wise. So we're just going to skip that early gearing and jump right into the deep end first. So what you're going to do is take the side tunnel to Portcrystal, since the main gates are not going to open and the other path is a big-ass cliff with too many Saurians.
Lizard.
Just makes more sense. Now after the tunnel, you just walk down the shore and enter Portcrystal through the back. Also to mention, remember to touch the big crystal in the front so you don't have to make that big walk twice. It can be a pain. Now that we're here, I hope you fuckers like walking because we're going the distance. Now that we're in Portcrystal, we're going to walk to the... since nothing is in the way to stop you except for some gobbies and some Saurians.
Lizard.
I'd recommend just using Thief for the cutting wind since dash gets you through some real distance for the trouble. Worth noting. Remember to bring some greens for the dwarf so you can get the dwarf enhancements later on. And a Portcrystal to get back to him faster because walking to him is a gigantic pain if you don't. Back to business. Keep on trucking until you get to that big crystal in the center of the checkpoint. Now that you're in the place that you need to be, since the gear here is some of the best you can get, now I can hear the issues coming from this. I'm broke. I just got here. I'm still low level. I have no cash. I can't afford to buy any of this. No worries. People have low-level pawns with big cash bonuses, so just get some of those quests done and cash out. Is it unethical? A little. Is it useful? Absolutely. Next up, Portcrystals. If you're short on Portcrystals, just rob one from the Griffin. Sounds easy, functionally is easy, just go for it. If you need even more Portcrystals, do the Sphinx puzzle. You just drag your pawn up there, drop him off. Counts as your beloved. Then after that, you do the sacrificial puzzle. You get an additional one, so you're already up 2.
Life is an enigma. So, this is your prized possession. Do you consent?
So, you go back to the dwarf, drop one off there. One at the Dragon Forger, there's your 2. Then naturally as you go through the story, you'll get more. You'll find them out in the outskirts. You pick them up and you drop them wherever you want. Theoretically, if you go into the DLC area, you can probably use them. Not bad to have a couple laying around. You want to have certain spots open up on the main map just so you don't have to fight for it later. On to augments. If you're focused on efficiency, these are the augments you're going to want to focus. Metal from Fighter rank 2. It's 30% plus 45 physical defense, which is huge for any time of the game. A lot of things will want to smack you in the face. You're going to want to guard against that. A Porto, I can't say the actual name, is the mage defense version. So easy enough to get. You get it at rank 2 as well. You play a little bit, you get it. You can immediately switch off of it because it's mage. I don't like mage. Hopefully you do. To each their own. Next is Dominance. Warrior rank 6. You get knockdown power for 15%. Knock him down, keep him down. Pretty standard. Next is Sorcerer rank 6. Constance. 30% knockdown resistance. You don't want to get knocked down. You get knocked down, you die. Don't get knocked down. Now you would have noticed I only said 4 there, because those are the only 4 you actually really need. The last 2 are just flavor, because most of them really don't do anything. Now, they have an effect, but you're fighting for like 5% extra, 10% extra on things that aren't really going to come up all that often, like pushing or pulling. You know, I like to use Radiance and Thu, since I'm a pack rat and I don't like being in the dark. Radiance doubles your lantern range. Side note, it doesn't work on your pawns too well, at least that I've noticed. So you just keep it on your own person, lights up the area nice and fine, you get to see what's fighting you. And Thu just adds 10 kilograms to your backpack limit, so you don't end up hobbling around with pieces of monster parts and big rocks. In short, good pawn setup, good gear, and a whole lot of walking. Welcome to Dragon's Dogma. And that'll be all for today. I hope you found something of use. It would also mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button. As a man of 8 subs at the time of this recording, 1 person makes a huge difference, so I'd appreciate it. Alrighty folks, that's all from me. Take care and safe travels.